Hello, today we will introduce a new R package called Draft, which is designed for adding the interactivities to plot. Draft allows to make visualizations interactive by using interactive terms so that users can explore the data in a more engaging way, like hover, zoom, and click on the chart elements. Draft has three key features: tooltips, interactive term, and highlighting. Let's move on the example to know how to use giraffe and interactive term. Firstly, in this example, it investigates the relationship between happiness score, GDP per capita, social support, health life expectancy across different countries. And firstly, we need to plot all the graph as usual by using ggplot. Uh, like here, the first plot investigates the relationship between the GDP per capita and happiness score, and it plot a scatter plot. The second plot create a bar chart plot. It ranks the happiness score across the countries. The third plot, it projects the country to a world map. How can we combine these three graph all together and make interactive term into them is by set the data ID as their country's name, so that once we hand over them, it will show all the data related to this country. Let's look at the output. Here, this is the interactive plot. Once we hand over the Canada, and it will show all the data and charts related to the Canada. And we set tooltip as the country's name, so it will show Canada name when we hand over it. Uh, Later, when we want to develop this plot further, we can change the data ID into the continent here, but keep the tooltip as the country's name as still. And what we can get, we will get that all the all the countries in the same continent will show the same color. But when we hand over the country, it will still show the country's name.
So for part 3, we use our new dataset called mSleep to create the interactive plots. So first, let's take a quick look at the dataset. So here, each column represents an animal, and each column is a feature. Specifically, we have categorical features like the genus for order conservation, and we also have numerical features like the sleep total, sleep, REM, sleep cycle, and so forth. So our idea is to choose a categorical feature to define colors in the giraffe plots and use two scalar plots to explore the relationships between the body weight and brain weight, as well as the sleep total and sleep cycle. And additionally, we also create a bar chart based on one of the numerical variables ranking. So after filtering the data to remove rows with missing values, we randomly select 20 out of 30 animals and do the three plots here. Here's the first one, the second one, and the third one. And here is our result. So these graphs are useful because users can actually hover over the points to see the specific details, especially for certain one object. So we can intuitively view how this chosen object exists in the overall distribution from the plots. So for example, if we are interested in the dog, we can hover over its bar in the plot, and we can easily see that the dog has a relatively large body and brain weight comparing to other selected animals, particularly among the carnivora type, as highlighted in the red here. And similarly, in the third plot, we also observe that the dog has shorter total sleep time and a shorter sleep cycle. So in the next part, we enhance the customization by adjusting the CSS effects. So for example, when I hovering the mouse on the dog again, so other points all ease out to have lower brightness here. So this hover effect is better than before since it makes elements stand out more clear and engaging, as I think. And the final part is the evaluation. So basically, we think the Giraffe library has a strong interactive visualization functionality and also strong customization. But it also has some issues when dealing with large data set. For example, the large data set might sometimes make the graph a little bit messy here. And that wraps up our tutorial on creating interactive charts with Giraffe. Thank you so much for watching.